All right. Shalom. First and foremost, we want to give all praises, glory, and infinite honors to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule and teach well, and peace and salutations to Ya'akim out there pushing this word in truth and sincerity to the four corners of the globe. May you brothers endure until the end. This is brothers Ra'aya and Aria from the GMS Louisiana Saints camp coming at you with another sit down. And the topic we're going to be getting into is just never trust your enemy.
That's right.
Because through this walk, you'll have these other heathen nations of people. They'll do nice things for you from give me Jeremiah 15. They'll do nice things for you from time to time, things you wouldn't expect that might get you tripped up in your mind thinking, oh, all heathens may not be bad, but what we're going to be getting into is that it's all through the will of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai to do that for you, because he's showing you some mercy as long as you're doing your best to follow these laws, statutes, and commandments, because very shortly we're coming into an all-out race war where these other heathens are going to show how they really feel about you, Jakes. The Most High is going to take that cloak out of their mind to make them go back to their former state, to where back as it was in Psalms chapter 83, all these nations of people were coming against us to try to make us forget our heritage.
Yeah, and if I could add in there, the scripture saying in Ecclesiastes, a gift destroyed the heart, man.
Con.
So if he giving you something, it's a purpose behind it, man. There's always an underlining message behind Esau doing something for you, man. He always wants something in return.
Hey, I'ma just... Since it came to mind, I'm going to just get this one real quick.
No problem.
Go with exactly what you said. This is Psalms 55 and 21. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart.
And look what he did to the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. First, what he did to the Native Americans out in America, man. What he did, man, he came here, he told them smooth nothings, sweet nothings, took your land and put you on the reservations, man.
Gave you smallpox, made you give up large swaths of land for trinkets and baubles, playing you like a little kid. There was a quote that Christopher Columbus said that he was like, these people are so nice, I'll be able to kill like hundreds of them in an hour.
Yeah, and if I could also add this, these Negroes today, man, just look at you today, man. The so-called Negro man. Esau didn't allow you in his jobs. He'd allow you to make money. Oh, man, look at this rapper. Look at that rapper. Look at this actor. They got millions of dollars, man.
They got that white girl, too.
They got that white girl, too. and look what he doing to you niggas in the hood, man. All you niggas look downtrodden, man. War was in his heart. Look at the food you eat, man.
The water in Flint, Michigan.
Right, man. Look at the type of substance, or the lack of substance, man, that's pushed into the communities, man, of you Negroes communities, man. A gift destroyed the heart. You niggas will dance and laugh and sing to the same music that's destroying you, man. That the so-called white man allow y'all to grace these, to spew. I ain't gonna say grace, to spew on these airwaves. You jakes are destroying yourselves because y'all want to take gifts from the so-called white man.
And as the gift destroyed the heart, and as it said, but war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords. There's always an agenda behind Esau putting you jakes out on the airwaves. Y'all are pushing out that demonic music to turn your people into thugs, which goes back to a demon, brute beasts, adulterous, just monsters.
Yes, right, just savages, man.
To further destroy you. And on the way here, I was listening to the radio where they had it was at one of those rallies where you had the alt-right and you had these Baptist jakes singing This Little Light of Mine, I'm Gonna Let It Shine, talking about how the power of music's going to bring people together, while in the background you could hear Esau say, you will not replace us, you will not replace us. I actually respect those Edomites more than you coon jakes, because they're in the right spirit. They're going back to them old ways, and they're going to put a foot in your ass for you jakes that are not going to wake up. But you sincere Akim, it's imperative that you wake up, or we're just going to let the scriptures speak.
That's right. Jake, you're too comfortable out here, Jake. You're too comfortable. You allowed the so-called white man to talk to you nice and calm with his suit on, and gave you he gave you how you say it? He gave you something that you couldn't disagree with, man.
Those buttery words.
Yeah, man. You know. Got this 15 and 11. Jeremiah 15 and 11. The Lord said, verily, it shall be well with thy remnant, verily I will cause the enemy to entreat thee well in the time of evil and in the time of affliction.
As Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua just said, verily I will cause the enemy to entreat thee well in the time of evil and in the time of affliction. Every little bit of help you Jakes have gotten during this captivity has all been through the will of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua. Because if this Edomite was allowed to do what he really wanted to do, there would be no Jakes left. We would have been wiped out, like back during like the 1800s.
We'll be still picking cotton.
Mm-hmm.
And it says,
oh, but that's it with that
oh,
one.
all right.
Con, go to 1 Kings 8, start at 46.
All right.
But yeah, just pretty much point blank period. You can't Salakia. Can you say something like that?
Yeah, without a doubt, man, you can't trust these devils, man. You can't trust these devils. Why would you, honestly, man? Look at how you came over here, man, in slavery, Jake. Why would you trust the man that has given you a religion, given you your God, man? Put your children in channel slavery, man. Constantly allowing them to separate your families, man. You know, it's just not right, man.
And I mean, it's Jake more than anything that's pushing for these holidays, because it's Christmas tomorrow, and you'll go to the store and it'll be the so-called black woman that'll be like, oh, happy holidays, Merry Christmas, walking around with the antlers on her kid's head. Or even you have these Jake. I've been seeing a lot of, before I came to link up with this brother, I was out and about running errands, and there was a lot of Jake men walking around with Christmas hats on, Santa Claus hats.
Yeah, man, niggas is in the spirit of their mothers, man. Their mothers been so holiday-tized, you know what I mean? A man don't give a fuck about the holidays, man. Let's just keep it plain, man. A man don't really give a damn about the holidays, man. These days don't even feel like goddamn holidays, man. The only thing feel good about it is that you're off from work. That's it. Or that a child was off from school. Other than that, man, rinky-dink ass gifts, man, they was cool, but fuck it. It didn't justify anything, man. The next day you was looking for something else, man.
It just destroyed your heart, made you complacent.
That's it. Kings 8 and 46. It says, if thy sins against thee, for there is no man that sinneth not, and thou be angry with them, and deliver them to the enemy, so that they carried them away captive unto the land of the enemies, far or near.
Mm-hmm.
Yet, if they shall bethink themselves in the land, whether they were carried captive, and repent and make supplications unto thee in the land of them that carried them captive, saying, we have sinned and have done perversively, we have committed wickedness.
Mm-hmm.
And so return unto thee with all their hearts and with all their souls. And the land of their enemies which led them away captive, and pray unto thee towards their land, which the east, which thou gavest unto their fathers, the city which thou hast chosen, and the house which I have built for thy name. Then hear thou their prayers and their supplication in heavens in thy dwelling place, and maintain their cause. And forgive thy people that have sinned against thee, and all their transgressions wherein they have transgressed against thee, and give them compassion before them to carry them captive, that they may have compassion on them.
So point blank period. For you men of the Lord out here that are pushing this word, the only reason you've had, because we go through hell 24/7, but the Most High is going to let loose on that pressure every now and then, and he'll have a heathen help you out. But don't you ever forget that you're in captivity. As it said, if you make supplication unto the Lord and come back to your power, he's going to help you out. But it's all through the will of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua. It's not these heathens doing it out of the kindness of their own heart. Because I've seen it. I've grown up around heathens. They'll be nice to you one second, and then the next second they'll be like they never knew you.
Right.
It's just complete madness. I bring this account up a lot. I had a good Edomite friend growing up, or I thought he was a good friend. I'd go over to his house. We'd share pizza. We'd have a good time.
Right.
And then one time, I was, you know how you just joke around, you poke somebody, do something like that. The thing he said was, "Stop it, nigger." Just point blank, period. That devil couldn't be hit underneath. And that was the Most High letting me know, don't get too comfortable.
Absolutely, man.
Did you have anything to say, Art?
Oh, no, bro. I didn't.
Okay.
That story told enough. You know, you can't trust these Edomites, man.
And even these other nations of people, because
right.
they're subservient to the Edomites as well, as it says in Psalms 83. Because there's another account where I had a friend, I believe he was Ishmael, he was Egyptian, and I was like, "Oh, hey, you want to go drive around and do something?" And they're like, "Oh no, we don't feel like it." But when another Edomite that was in our group came around and wanted to do the same thing, they jumped up and wanted to do it, point blank, period.
Yeah. You know, it's a terrible thing, man, living in this society, man, because it so many different biases. You know, the so-called white man got so many different presidents, you know, even from Jake, man. You know, they love him in this society, man. That's the reason why when you see Jake, their characteristics are as the so-called white man. They even go even further, man. You know? Proverbs 16:7. When a man's ways please the Lord, he maketh even his enemies to be at peace with him.
Point blank, period. When a man's ways please Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushai, by coming back to your identity and following these laws, statutes, and commandments to the best of your ability.
And if I could say this, and that's us in this truth today. You know, what we dealt with then, man, we didn't have understanding of this truth. So the Lord was going to push us towards this knowledge by the disrespect, by the displeasure within ourselves when we dealt with those different type of situations, man. You know, so we can come to an understanding, a realization that, man, hey, this is not the best place for me. You know? Now we have that understanding, and when we see these heathens, they respect us. You know why? Because we have a ruling class mentality. I don't have to deal with you. I don't care to deal with you.
They see somebody with some standards. They see a man with his back up straight. Because when you come into this truth, you give off a certain vibration. When you're really about it, these people can sense that.
That's right, man. And that's the thing about this brotherhood, man. We respect each other, and we teach each other how to be respectful. So when we go around, we demand respect, man. Don't disrespect me. It's just that simple.
And that's how you, Jake, should really be thinking. You should be looking at these heathens as them being nice to you is just something they should automatically do.
Right.
Because you're a child of the Most High. You're the princes of the power, Yasharallah.
You want me to get 8?
Oh no, just go to Sirach 12 and 10.
I got you.
Because yeah, I remember once my car got stuck in a ditch, and these two Edomites came and helped me get the car out. They got on the back and were hopping on it to help me back out. And my thought, I was in the truth at this point. My thought was, hey, that's what you should do.
That's what you should do.
That's
you think I'm gonna make you? I'm not gonna sit up there. I may talk to you. Excuse me. I may talk to you. I may give off the aspect as if I'm friendly.
Hey, thanks. But be as wise as a serpent and as harmless as a dove. Because we're still in captivity. I wasn't just going to be like, hey, fuck you.
Right.
It'd just be like, servant, do something like that.
Get away from my car,
Peasant.
cracky.
Uh-huh.
Cracker. You know what I mean? Nah.
But I didn't let that gift destroy the heart, because I still know they're my enemies.
Yeah.
And I know it was Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushai that did it for me.
That's right, man. You got to be circumspect, man. You got to be wise, man. Mm-hmm. Wise as a serpent, harmless as a dove, man. It says, Sirach 12 and 10, never trust thy enemy, for like as iron rusted, so is his wickedness.
It's a sure thing. Can a leopard change his spots?
Nope.
The most we keep harking on the point. It's Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushai that put the spirit on these heathen enemies to help us out.
He was created that way.
Mm-hmm. He's got these heathens, especially Esau. He was created to be that wicked, that adversary to Jake. So it's in his spirit. But the Most High has only let him give us peace so the men of the Lord could come out on the highways and byways and push this word to wake up the rest of the elect. That's why you're seeing all these racial tensions build up now, because it's gotten to the point to where Esau's fulfilled his purpose, and now he's going to go back to being that devil so he can be destroyed. Absolutely. So the Most High can be justified in destroying him.
That's right.
Khan, just go to 1 Peter 5 and 8.
No problem. First Peter 5 verse 8. It says, "Be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about, seeking whom he may devour."
His words were as smooth as butter, but war was in his heart. Never, as the brother just said, it's in Esau's nature to be wicked to you. So never forget that. Don't let that gift destroy the heart.
That's right.
But we'll just close it out with Isaiah 13. We'll just start at verse 14.
Isaiah what?
13 and 14.
Okay.
Just to show, because we're rapidly coming into these race wars. You can feel the tension in the air, and you can just see it all in social media and on the news. Even though a lot of it's being stoked up by the elites to bring in a state of martial law.
Go ahead.
It's still the spirit. It's still that spirit that's in the air, because the scripture spoke of it. So it's all the will of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua to bring it about.
And of course, by you Jakes taking these different gifts, taking these being so lax and comfortable in this society, man, even though there's no real comfort, but by y'all taking these different things that Esau has provided y'all don't see these things, man. Y'all don't have no idea what's finna come down the barrel, man. That's like Jakes, you Jakes are literally playing Russian roulette with a full clip, man. Stupid, man. It's broad. Everything is broad out here, man. You know, so
the signs are in the air.
Sure.
But we're just gonna get to the judgment for what you Jakes can expect for not hearkening unto your power and trusting your enemy, letting again that gift destroy your heart.
Isaiah 13 and 14. 13, 14. Right? It says, "And it shall be as the chase roe, and as a sheep that no man taketh up. They shall every man turn to his own people, and flee everyone into his own land."
That's when that light switch gets turned off, and the Most High takes that fog out of these heathens' minds, and they go back to their former estate, where it's all pandemonium out here, and then be like, hey, it's just natural to be tribal. We got to go back and take care of our own.
And that's the thing about Jake. They don't have that type of understanding. So a lot of you Jake's going to get rolled over and mauled in that day, man. Because a lot of you don't have nobody to go back to. A lot of you gonna want to be around Esau. But Esau going to let you know, man, I know my kind. Do you?
Hey, the words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. Esau engineered it for you Jakes to have a broken community just for a situation like this, so he could kill as many Jakes as possible.
That's right.
Because how much easier is it to destroy your enemy when you destroy him from within first?
Yes. They don't have no type of understanding on where to go, man. Everybody is social media friendly, so that means they are idolizing themselves at the end of the day. It's about aloneism. Well, I don't think it's called aloneism, but it's like personal. It's like a
isolation.
Someone that so they basically, it's about them and only them. And when they get around others, they allow. It's not about a nation. Like to us, it's about a nation. It's not about my decision. Ain't just for me. It's for the nation. But people in this society, they make decisions based on just them. So therefore, when they put themselves in a certain position, like the race wars happening, they won't have nowhere to go, man, because they're so used to everybody being friendly that it's like, hey, I don't care for my people that much, and I really love the so-called white man. You know?
Mm-hmm.
And it says, everyone that is found shall be thrust through.
Khan.
It's facts, man. So, Jake, you could be caught up, and I'm not just talking, and when I say Jake, man, I'm not just talking about the ones that know they're Jakes. I'm talking about you, Jake, that don't even know you Jakes, man. Or that heard it and blew it off, man.
Oh, that just reminded me. We had he kind of looked like, who's that basketball player you always bring? Blake Griffin?
Blake Griffin.
Blake Griffin, who like his dad's a Jake, and you can kind of see some Jake features on him, but he's got a so-called white skin. We had a Jake come up to camp once that kind of had that Blake Griffin look, and he said, "Oh, I got black and white family members," and we were straight up asking him about this topic, and he's like, I think we're all going to get along in that day. That's not going to be the case. You're going to have to make a decision, and the decision is to go back to the seed line of your father.
That's right.
And your father was a Jake, so you're going to have to go back to mingling with the Jake, because your family members, your so-called white family members, are going to turn against you in that day.
That's right. That's right. It says,
Here's that killer.
"And everyone that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword."
Read
man.
that again.
"And everyone that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword."
Point blank period. For not coming back to Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai when you had a place of repentance, you're going to know that death by pain.
That's right.
That physical pain and that mental pain. The Most High is going to take all your multicultural friends that you
That's
think
right.
had your back
That's right.
and had them come at you
right.
and probably cannibalize you.
And see, that's the thing about you, Jakes. Like, you the spokesperson for wanting to be free, man.
That nigger woman especially.
That nigga, hey, especially, that's the reason why the nigga woman is gonna be the ones that get rolled over and mauled the most, man. Because they embraces that everybody is free mentality, man. You know? And a lot of these niggas embrace it too because these women raised them, man. So they go along, go along to get along, man. Oh man, I ain't racist against no white people.
When that's the exact same person that put you in that situation to have a broken family.
That's right.
And a broken community.
That's right.
Con, can you just give me we'll close that on 16.
All right.
And this is for you you Jake women out there, not just you so-called black women, but you so-called Latino women as well, that like to, I see it all the time, you like to hook up with that so-called white man and have those little tear babies.
Mm-hmm.
It's what's going to happen to you and those little bastards.
And pray to Mary.
Mm-hmm.
Their children also shall be dashed to pieces before their eyes.
Before their eyes, you're going to see your kids put to death in a terrible way. Those Edomites are already have that cannibal spirit, so they're going to stick your kid on that spigot, put an apple in his mouth.
And spin them.
Mm-hmm.
And let that fire blaze on. You know Esau don't need no seasoning neither.
What am I talking about, a fire? He might just bite into that baby.
Raw flesh.
Mm-hmm.
It says, their house shall be spoiled and their wives ravished.
So you Jakes that have these heathen friends that think, oh, he's a good guy, he drove my woman to work, he's going to have an eye for your woman in that day and specifically come for her.
I was just watching the movie The Book of Eli, man. And this couple was just walking on the road, man. You know, it was apocalyptic time, of course. But this couple was walking on the road. They came up, some bikers came up and ravished, they shot the man and then ravished the wife, man.
That you brought up the Book of Eli, that's a perfect example. That's a man who didn't trust his enemy. When he went into that town that Edomite was in control of, the Edomite saw his skills taking out all those men in combat, and he's like, look, you can be like my top bodyguard. Yeah. Just let me see that book. His words were smoother
he didn't trust in it. That's right.
His words were as smooth as butter, but war was in his heart.
That's right.
And Eli said, I've been always looking for a place that I could call home, but this isn't it. So he kept going, and then after that, what did Esau do? He's like, kill him. Take the book.
But that was always his plan.
Mm-hmm. He was going to get that book no matter what.
It wasn't about him. It was about the book. About this book. You know?
This book.
That's right.
This
you
book.
Know?
That's telling you not to trust your enemy.
That's right, man. That's right. You know, so.
Hey, I don't think anything more needs to be said. Never trust your enemy, because as iron rusteth, so is
his wickedness.
So is his wickedness.
Right.
So with that, we're going to give all praises, glory, and infinite honors to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule and teach well.
Right.
And peace and salutations to Ya'akim out there who are teaching this word in truth and sincerity to the four corners of the globe. May you brothers endure until the end. Ababa Ball.
Baba Ball.
Kwam Yasharala.
Kwam Yasharala.
Till next time, Shalom.
Shalom.